climate of a place remains intact for almost a period of 35 years. The climate of a place does not change drastically. It changes over a range of time. The people who have experienced the climate of a place for a long time can feel the change of climate. Usually, the climate change happens due to global warming. A place which had a cold temperature in the summer months experienced a change in temperature in those same months gradually due to the effect of global warming. Nature has the abilities to adapt to the environment, and this is the reason the change of climate change does not have a great impact. Good morning to my respected teachers, classmates, and friends. Today, I want to present a speech on climate change entitled "The Change Within the Climate Change." The average temperature of a region for a long time is considered to be that region's climate. The people who live in that region get used to the condition of the climate. Generally, the climate of a place does not change drastically, but it takes years to change, as the climate of a region is dependent on certain factors. They are the location of the region, mountainous region, seaside, and plain and land. The average rainfall in the region in a year, the amount of sunlight it receives, and many more. These factors help in detecting the climate of a place. Weather and climate are two different factors. The weather can change within a few minutes or few hours, and the climate does not change for about a period of 35 years. It is the climate which makes a suitable habitat for the natural vegetation and the animals. The climate of a place allows a certain species of plants to grow in the region and survive. Some plants require less water and more sunlight, and some plants require more water and less sunlight. The climate of a place makes it easier for the plants to grow and survive in its favorable condition. After the plants, the animals look for their suitable habitat. The animals which can survive for several months without food and water are comfortable staying in the region which do not have sufficient food and water. The main role behind the climate and its variation is played by the sun. The sun rays fall on different regions in different manners. As the shape of the earth is round, the sun rays do not fall on all the regions equally. The equatorial region receives the direct rays of sunlight, and this is the reason the equatorial region remains the hottest region throughout the year. The polar region receives the indirect or slanting rays of the sun. This is the reason the polar region remains snow-covered all the year round. Global warming is becoming a serious issue. It is incoming in the way of every natural habitat. Global warming is gradually changing a region's average temperature and rainfall. The region which had a moderate temperature all the year round now have high temperatures. The region which received an average amount of rainfall are now either receiving a high amount of rainfall or a scanty rainfall. Climate change is affecting the natural vegetation and animals very much. Plants are dying due to improper amount of sunlight and rainfall. Animals are suffering as they are not getting sufficient supply of food. Despite having all these difficulties, the plants, animals, and human beings are trying to adjust with their new climate, as nature has the ability to adapt and survive. The species which are having difficulties to survive are dying and becoming extinct, but the species which are adapting themselves well are surviving.